Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from GTMedia. This is the GameMate 173 portable gaming monitor. And this is a 17.3-inch portable gaming monitor. So if you have smaller devices, maybe like a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally, that you would like to play on a larger screen, this might be what you're looking for. We're going to check it out now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get once you get it out of the box here. We're going to take a quick look at this user manual that they do give you. It's in a few different languages, so if English isn't your first language, you're in luck because they have this spec'd out for a few different languages. Now to fold out here, it's going to show you all of your inputs, how to connect everything up. Certain inputs are going to need additional power, which I'll go over in a little bit here. So you do get some extra cables for that, but if you have a laptop that's got a display port out via USB Type-C with power, you should be able to connect via one cable. And that brings me to the cables here. There are two different ways that we can connect via HDMI. It's mini HDMI to HDMI. So if you're going to connect a game console like an Xbox or PS5, you can just do that with this, and then you can plug the power adapter, which we'll go over in just a second as well. Now the power adapter they gave me will work with this second cable. Now the first cable that we have here is going to be just your straight USB Type-C to USB Type-C, and if you have a USB Type-C output port that supports video as well, you may only just have to connect one cable. Now if you do have to connect external power, they do give you a power brick here. Unfortunately, they gave me a European one, and I'm in the United States. Luckily, I have another one that supports the same voltage that I can use for demonstration. But you can see here that this is going to be a 5 volt at 3 amp 15 watts. So that is what you're going to need just in case you get a European adapter and you're here in the United States. If you're in Europe, then you're good to go. You can just plug this in, plug in the USB Type A to USB Type-C cable into the second USB Type-C port, and again, you'll be able to power this monitor up. It's for devices that don't offer enough power to power the monitor on its own. Now the monitor itself here is a 17.3 inch 2560 by 1440p resolution, 100% sRGB, supports HDR, 144 Hz via HDMI, 165 Hz via USB Type-C, 1001 contrast ratio, 8 millisecond response time, and FreeSync enabled as well. Now as you can see, I removed these two screws here, and it does have VESA mounts as well. So if you want to put this on a monitor arm, you can use this as a secondary monitor in vertical or horizontal, depending on how you want to do it. So you can use this without the case. Now the case is nice, and there are LEDs on the back that I'll show you in a little bit. And the reason that I like the case is because this allows you to set this up in a couple different levels of angle to get the most comfortable angle for your viewing experience. Taking a look around the monitor itself, we've got some inputs and buttons. On the side here we do have a menu button and a back and power button, also a 3.5 millimeter audio output if you want to use external speakers. Now this does have built-in speakers, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. On the other side we do have that mini HDMI. We also have two USB Type-C full video output ports here, so you can plug in either one if you need to for video out to the monitor itself, and then of course you can use the second one for power if you have a lower powered device. Okay, so the wheel on the side you can adjust by the brightness by just flicking up without having to go into the menu, and then flicking down you can adjust the volume as well. You do have two speakers that are built in to the monitor itself, so it's a very simple and easy process to adjust sound and brightness without having to go into the full menu. Of course, if you do want to go into the full menu, you just have to press in and you will get this full menu here that's got your setup as far as your brightness goes, your contrast. You do have an eco mode that you can change here from standard to RTS, FPS. You can change from game, movie, and I'm just going to leave it on standard for the testing here. You do have DCR, you can turn that on or off, and you have HDR as well. You can turn that on to auto. Or 2084, so you get that extra color bump. You can see that color bump has just happened on screen, and it's nice to add that color if you want. I usually leave this on auto, and then if it decides to kick in for HDR, it will. But you can see that we do have quite a few options there. Now, if we go out from here, you can see that we have our image ratio, and this is going to be either 16:9 or 4.3 or 4:3. Most people will leave this at 16:9, so that's where we're going to leave it. But you do have the option to change it to 4:3 if you want to. You do have color options here. Now, if you do have the HDR enabled, your color options will be disabled. So I'm going to go back up and I'm going to turn HDR to off real quickly just so that we can check our color options. Now, we've got a couple different things here. User, where we can adjust our red, green, and blue. And we do have our low blue light as well. And then they have some presets like warm, normal, cold, and then user again. So you do have those options there if you want to tweak this even further. Now we do have our OSD setup, and we can change our language, horizontal and vertical positions, our timeout, and our transparency and effect as well for the OSD menu. We also have our reset, so you can factory reset everything. And we've got some extras in here that are just going to be your input select, your OSD mute, your volume, and of course FreeSync.
And it has an integrated LCD information screen. And you'll switch between that information screen, which is going to be the default, to whatever GIF you had, and it'll stay on that as well. So that's pretty cool. So I can change these animations. I can also change the colors of the animations here: red, orange, blue, green, whatever I would like right here, just using the knob without having to access any software at all. Now we're going to check out the software here as well.
As you can see, nice color representation here. The built-in speakers are pretty decent for such a slim unit. So watching 4K YouTube videos or other media is not going to be a problem on the GameMate. Now, another really cool feature to this monitor is that if I plug in a device and I have external power plugged in as well, it will actually charge my device. So if I want to use my phone with this display and I plug in via USB Type-C, you'll see that it'll start charging my phone. So it does have pass-through charging as well, and this gives you a little bit of an idea of what those LEDs look like. They can be shut off in the settings if you don't want to have the LEDs on the back. But everything works great. You've got some nice colors here. It's very nice as far as smooth scrolling. Again, you can get up to 165 Hertz via the USB Type-C if that's what you're looking for in a portable gaming monitor, and up to 144 Hertz with the HDMI input as well. Gaming is going to work just fine on this because it is a portable gaming monitor, so you're going to have a fast response. You're going to have crisp and clean visuals here. So being able to game on this is going to be really, really nice, especially if you have a smaller device like maybe a ROG Ally, Steam Deck, or anything like that you want to play on a bigger 17.3-inch screen. You're not going to have any problems here. Maybe you want to plug in your Nintendo Switch or maybe even your PS5. This will work out just fine.
Hey amigo, this is a fast travel board. Smash them to get a discount on fast travel. Smash them all, and Horizon will cover all your expenses. Vale.
So again, if you're looking for a gaming monitor that is going to be portable enough for you to take with you and be able to handle higher refresh rates, this will definitely fit the bill in my opinion. This is really good, again, for hooking up smaller systems like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, any other handheld monitors that you want to be able to preserve that 144 or 165 refresh rate that you can get out of those devices. So there you go, that's my review of the GTmedia GameMate 173, which is short for 17.3-inch portable gaming monitor. I was very surprised at the speakers and of course the picture quality you get here with the capabilities of doing up to 165 hertz gaming on this portable monitor. Again, this was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.